Hi there, the world's best subscribers! The international matches are over, and we are all waiting for the return of Europe's top leagues. Still, that won't stop football news from cooking another eventful news roundup just for you. Be sure to hit the like button, and let's get the show on the pitch. Manchester United's most successful manager, Alex Ferguson, will step down as the club's global ambassador at the end of the season, as their part owner's Ineos ended his multi-million-pound contract. Real Madrid are considering to drop the idea of bringing in Alphonso Davies. Los Blancos are satisfied with Ferland Mendy and Fran Garcia, while the center of defense and right wing remain priorities. Pep Guardiola is leaning towards extending his contract with Man City for another year. This will bring his total tenure at the club for 10 years. Luka Modric has no intention of retiring from football after this season. He wants to extend his agreement with Real Madrid and participate in the 2026 World Cup. Famous Argentine Jorge Sampaoli will take over Genoa if Alberto Gilardino gets sacked. During the clash against Scotland, Cristiano Ronaldo made his 200th career appearance for Portugal. My future will be at Man City. At the moment, there is little reason to leave. I've now played 36 competitive games in 2 years. Not a number for a typical number 2, Stefan Ortega noted. Panathinaikos have decided to fulfill the 3-year contract of the late George Baldock, with remaining payments going to support his wife and their 1-year-old child. PSG striker Bradley Barcola has been named Ligue 1 Player of the Month for September. Samuel Moradion scored a poker in 40 minutes for Spain U21 team in their match against Malta. River Plate intended to keep the talented Claudio Echeverri, who was acquired by Man City, in the squad until next summer. However, the Premier League champions refused. Portuguese prosecutors and tax authorities have charged Benfica with corruption and tax fraud. The club could face suspension from 6 months to 3 years. Reece James has finally recovered from his injury and returned to training with Chelsea's main roster. The official website of Real Madrid has set a world record for football clubs' websites with 8.9 million visits in a month. In Italy, we saw Zirkzee's impact on Bologna. In the end, amidst the confusion at United, they could even loan him out. They already have Rasmus Højlund, and then there is Rashford, who can play as a striker. He'd be the perfect profile for Juventus, also because it would allow Motta to have a striker with different characteristics to Dusan Vlahovic, Paolo Di Canio said. Benjamin Mendy has sued Manchester City over £11.5 million in unpaid wages from when he was charged in August 2021 and suspended without pay by Sky Blues. Real Madrid defender Eder Militao has recovered from his injury and returned to training. He is fit to perform against Valencia. Former Real Madrid and Argentina defender Fernando Gago has been appointed the new head coach of Boca Juniors. Napoli are planning to secure the signature of Chelsea left-back Ben Chilwell this winter. Conte is keen on working with the Englishman again. Andrej Kramaric hit the 100 appearance milestone for the Croatian national team. FIFA President, you know that you have not sold the audiovisual rights for the budget you set for that Club World Cup. You know that you don't have the sponsorship for that Club World Cup as you had budgeted. You know that the leagues and the players' football unions, we don't want that Club World Cup. Withdraw that Club World Cup now, said La Liga President Javier Tebas. Paulo Dybala returns to Roma's training and is available to battle Inter Milan on October 20th. Carlo Ancelotti has a lot of faith in Arda Güler. The Turkish prospect will get more minutes in the near future. AC Milan manager Paulo Fonseca is asking the club executives to recruit Lille forward Jonathan David as a free agent in the summer of 2025. He knows Jonathan very well, having coached him for 2 seasons at Lille. Barcelona's current priority is to renew contracts of Gavi, Pedri, and Ronald Araujo. Inter are set to enter the race for Bayer Leverkusen's defense leader Jonathan Tah, with Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and Real Madrid also interested in his services. After recovering from his injury, Dani Ceballos is determined to fight for his place at Real Madrid's starting lineup. He has no intention of leaving the Spanish Giants. Morocco, Egypt, Algeria, DR Congo, Cameroon, Burkina Faso, Senegal, and Angola have already guaranteed their place at the AFCON 2025. The international break is behind us. Here are the latest results. Spain showed no mercy to Serbia, taking revenge for the 0-0 draw. Even without Lamine Yamal's participation, the European heavyweight scored 3 goals against the Eagles through the combined efforts of Aymeric Laporte, Alex Baena, and Alvaro Morata. Moreover, the latter has also managed to miss a penalty. Meanwhile, Poland and Croatia delivered an absolutely insane match. By the 26th minute, the Blazers led 3-1, though accurate shots from Nikola Zalewski and Sebastian Szymanski eventually brought the White Reds a draw. Croatia were down to 10 men because of the removal of goalkeeper Dominik Livakovic, who had committed a dangerous foul on Robert Lewandowski. As for other intriguing duels, the Portuguese national team had possession of the ball 70% of the time and made 15 shots, but still failed to break through Scotland's strong defense. Pep Guardiola is leaning towards staying at Manchester City for one more season, but the club realizes that it's now necessary to prepare a replacement for the stellar Spaniard. According to Jacob Steinberg, Manchester City have already identified Sporting head coach Ruben Amorim as a potential successor to Pep. Earlier on, Liverpool and Man United were said to be interested in Amorim, yet Man City will have an advantage in the competition for his signature, as the club's sporting director Hugo Viana will also move from Sporting to the English champions' ranks. Real Madrid are delaying negotiations with Bayern Munich star Alphonso Davies, and their rivals intend to take advantage of the situation. If the Merengues decide not to sign the Canadian, Manchester United will go for his transfer instead. The Red Devils' left backs Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia are constantly out with injuries, which is why the club will be looking for a solution to this problem. It's quite possible that they will start working on this deal in January. The matter is that in the summer of 2025, Davies will turn into a free agent, as the probability of him agreeing on a new contract with Bayern is extremely low. Florian Wirtz's transfer from Bayern to a big club will definitely make headlines next summer. A lot of candidates are expected to chase the black and red superstar, but Manchester City have the best chance of landing him. You see, the citizens are ready to offer a staggering 126 million euros and a huge salary to Wirtz. Their biggest rivals in the competition for Wirtz are Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. The Premier League titans see the German international as the perfect replacement for Kevin De Bruyne, so they will do whatever it takes to get him. There is virtually no chance of the 21-year-old midfielder staying at Bayern in the summer of 2025. There is no longer any uncertainty about the question who will replace Gareth Southgate as England's manager. Thomas Tuchel, the former Chelsea, PSG, Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund boss, will take on the role of the Three Lions' new head coach. The English Football Association has already finalized the contract with the stellar German, which will run until the end of the 2026 World Cup, with an option to extend for another 2 years. Tuchel himself was highly interested in returning to England. Thus, he gladly accepted the FA's offer. Previously, it was reported that the FA had shown interest in Pep Guardiola, but the Spaniard decided to remain at Man City. Here's what Harry Kane thinks about Tuchel's appointment. To be honest, I haven't been told anything, so until it's announced, I can't really comment, so we have to wait and see, he said, as reported by Sky Sports. Obviously, I know Thomas well from last year, and he is a fantastic coach, fantastic person, so I'm sure the guys at the FA will contact me when they know more about it. The situation surrounding the allegations of sexual assault made against Kylian Mbappe is escalating. The Swedish police have confirmed that Kylian is the one involved in this case. The French striker denies it, but the case is only gaining momentum. Real Madrid are very concerned about this situation, as evidenced by an incident that happened yesterday morning. Jude Bellingham posted on his Instagram account an advertising poster of Real Madrid and Adidas, which featured Kylian Mbappe. However, soon after, Real Madrid posted the same photo but without the French captain. According to Marca, this was a direct request from Adidas, which is related to the recent allegations. Mbappe's lawyer claimed that the forward has no idea how he could be accused of such a thing in the first place. However, according to Romain Molina, due to recent events and criticism, Mbappe is not doing well mentally. He breaks his schedule too much, goes out a lot, and has a certain alcohol consumption. Believe it or not, there is a chance of Athletic Bilbao winger Nico Williams joining Barcelona. This could happen in the summer of 2025 once the Catalans finally return to the 1-to-1 rule. Despite the fact that Nico turned down Blaugrana last summer, they still admire his talent and consider him a perfect footballer for their roster. However, there is an important condition for the move. Williams' release clause must remain at the same amount as it is now, 60 million euros. Guys, check out the recommended videos from our other channels. Have a great time watching and see you in a bit!